Yesterday we practiced distributing. Today we're gonna practice combining like terms. So if terms have the same variable in them at the same power, then we can combine them by combining their coefficients. For example, here we have negative 3n minus 2n. If I have negative 3n and negative 2n, I can combine them to make what? I have, what's negative 3? Negative 5n. And then I'm just going to bring down the rest of my problem. Now I just have a one-step equation. Can you solve this one-step equation? Yes, what do I need to do? Divide both sides by negative 5. So n is equal to 3. What can we combine in number 2? Yes, so how many r's do I have if I combine them? 9. So I've got 9r is equal to negative 18. And now just a one-step equation. Noah, can you put that away and focus, please? And then we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient to get rid of it. Two, and it's negative because our signs are different. Now we're going to start adding in multiple things. So I have an n, a 5, and a 6n. What can I combine? I can't combine the 5 with anything on the left because there are no other numbers by themselves, but I can combine my two variable terms. So 1n plus another 6n is a total of 7n. Bring down your plus 5. Don't forget that. Bring down the rest of your equation. Now, instead of a one-step equation, you have to solve this two-step equation. Seven n is equal to negative 7. So now I'm dividing both sides by 7. So n is equal to negative 1.
Get off that Minecraft.
Put it away. Get out your bracket. We're practicing. All right, now looking at number 4. I have a negative 4 on the left, but no other constants to combine it with. I have two variable terms, a negative 3b and a positive 5b. So I'm just going to bring down my negative 4, and then I'm going to combine these two things to make what? Nope, I have negative 3 and positive 5. So I have 2b, so it's positive. So I'm writing plus 2b. And then I'm bringing down the rest. In our two-step, the first thing we need to do is get rid of the constant on the side of the variable. So I'm taking the opposite from both sides. So I have to add 4 to both sides. That leaves me with 2b on the left and negative 2 on the right. This looks a lot like number 3. When we divide by our coefficient, we have b equals negative 1. Question on the first page of notes. We're just combining things that we can. We can't combine the negative 4 with these other two terms because that's a constant. We're gonna have other problems when we can simplify it by combining constants. Like this one. So the top of page 5, number 5. Negative 10 is as simplified on the left as it can get. When we look at the right, we have n minus 1 minus 3. So I'm going to start rewriting the problem. Negative 10 is equal to, there's nothing I can combine with the n because there are no other n terms. But I have negative 1 minus 3. What does that equal?
Negative 1 minus 3. Negative 1.
Negative 4. So I'm combining my constants. Not have a one-step equation. How do I get rid of the constant? No. It is a one-step, but this time 4 is being subtracted, so I have to add 4 to both sides. So negative 6 is equal to n. So that was an example when we had constants that we could combine. Number 6, I have negative 18 on the left is equal to, and I have to combine these terms. What's 6k minus 3k? 3k, and now I'm left with a one-step equation. So I can divide both sides by my coefficient. So negative 6 is equal to k, same as n. Number 7, I'm just, again, going to start writing it down. 10 is equal to, what's p plus 4p? 5p. So then I'm just dividing by my coefficient. 2 is equal to p. So these really aren't so bad. We only had to combine our constants once. There might be some others that you need to combine in your practice. 4x plus x is 5x. Bring down the rest of your problem. We have a one step. We're dividing by our coefficient. So x equals negative 3. This one's a little tricky. What's 3a minus 4a? What's 3 minus 4? Negative 1, right? You could write negative a or negative 1 is equal to negative 5. So if I divide both sides by negative 1, a is equal to 5. Same thing is going to happen here because when I combine 3 minus 4, I have negative 1k. Bring down your plus 5. Don't forget about that. And your equals and your 10. Now I actually have a two-step equation. Yep, subtract 5 from both sides. So negative k is equal to 5. Then I could change them. I could multiply both sides by negative 1. I could divide both sides by negative 1. Or I could know that if the opposite of k is 5, then k is the opposite of 5. All right, you have plenty of time to be working on page 6. Remember, you're combining like terms. There's really only, oh, there's 2. Number 2 and number 10, you're going to combine your constants. The rest, it looks like you're combining your variable terms. So give those a go today on page 6.